is Christy Mortimer, and I'd like to share some middle school visual art 3D materials management tips with you, specifically ceramics. First, I highly recommend that you purchase or find a cart that you can use for only ceramic supplies. This is great for storing in a supply closet or kiln room when not in use, and you can bring it out only when you're working with clay so that you can wheel it around to pass out or collect the clay. I usually try to have the amount of clay I'm going to give each student rationed out ahead of time and stored in a plastic container or Ziploc bags to help save time. I usually don't do this until the afternoon before or morning of that I'm going to be giving out the clay to the students so that it won't dry out. If your students will be working with slabs, I suggest purchasing a slab cutting tool that can be adjusted to cut any thickness of slab that you are looking for. These can usually be found in any major art supply catalog. Each student should have their own clay mat to work on. Typically, canvas mats or boards are best, but any type of placemat will work as long as the students don't press their clay too hard onto the surface. I like to organize my clay tools in baskets for each table in my classroom. Each basket gets a variety of tools, including toothbrushes for use in the scratch-slip method, skewers, or any other tool with a point for carving their initials on the bottom of their clay pieces, as well as smoothing tools, as I teach the 4 S's of scratch, slip, stick, and smooth to attach clay pieces. Found tools that you probably already have laying around the classroom, such as used marker caps, are great for pressing designs and texture into your ceramic pieces. Fabric doilies are another favorite of mine for adding texture. Plastic bags that you have left over from grocery shopping are perfect for storing clay if students are not able to finish their ceramic piece in one class period. Just be sure that there are no holes in the bag and that all air is squeezed out of the bag before tying it off. I have students write their name in Sharpie on the bottom of the bag as well. Always be sure you have a good clay storage spot for in-progress clay projects, as well as a place for them to dry out completely before being fired. For glaze distribution, I use plastic cups with lids that are labeled according to their color. I like to project images on the board of what the glazes will look like after firing, but in the past I've also used a glaze board with actual samples of fired glazes. I ask for community donations of baby wipes so that my students can use them to clean their hands after working with clay. However, if you're going to have students wash their hands in sinks, it is always a good idea to have them first clean the excess clay off of their hands in a bucket of water, as the clay will clog up the sinks and lead to plumbing issues. I hope you will find these tips for ceramic materials management helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at christina.mortimer@henry.k12.ga.us.